guys. It's the 8th of June, 21, and we've got kind of a nice day starting. It's about 31 degrees Celsius or 78 degrees, according to my little fantastic thermometer. I'd like to get a little weather station here, and so I can give you guys a little bit better on it. But it is just so pleasant here. The weather. It's just real nice. Yesterday when we were going through Tagaytay, it just wasn't hot. It wasn't too bad at all. Some folks asked the name of the restaurant. I'd have to watch the video through again. I wouldn't even know how to spell it. There's some of the Filipino words twist my tongue, guys. But if you come out of, I believe, the circle in Tagaytay, and you're heading out towards Batangas, before you get to that new white bridge that went across there that's all painted white. It's on the left-hand side before that, and not too far up from all the furniture places, more towards Tagaytay though. And guys, it was a fantastic restaurant. We got out of there for a little over $60 for all that food. I bought extras because I wanted Mama to take some home to Coco. That's Faye's brother, and he's a really good dude, but he's getting skinny. I don't know what's the matter with him. He's starting to get skinny. But he might be coming out here. He's going to try to get a construction job out here, and I hope he gets it. We were wanting our furniture to be in before our visit with Tropical Tim, so we could have had all that set up nice, but it just, things move slow here. Even the delivery of the couch, even if we could have got the floor model, which would have been fine with me, they just don't have a truck. They don't have a truck. And we probably could have got one, but then the guy come back and said, no, they didn't want to get the floor model. They're going to make it, and we'll just bring it to you. And that's okay. I want to look it over when they bring it anyway. That way, if there's a problem with it, we can send it back. The other furniture, they said 3 to 4 weeks, which is fine. It's custom-made stuff. I like that heavy wood. It's nothing fancy, but it's nice heavy wood. And they're making the bed frame is going to be, what do you call it? Two-piece, so that we can get up the stairs, because we had to bend the mattress like crazy to get it up. So it's going to come in a two-piece, and I was looking at the way they hook it together. It's just ingenious. It's a really good, simple attachment. It's not going to come apart. It's very sturdy. The way they build these things, the slats, there's only a little bit of space in between them, and it's good solid heavy wood. It's all going to be made out of that Naga stuff. So, I was thinking it's going to need a little leg in the center to keep it from bowing. But then when I was looking at the one they had made for somebody else, it was a king-size one. Nah, I don't think it's good. I seriously don't think it's going to bow. That thing's just solid as a rock. It's almost like it's metal. So, but we are looking forward to a visit from Tropical Tim and Ray. That's going to be pretty nice. And I think we're going to be able to do a live here on his channel, and I'm going to see while he's here if he can help me set up doing one on mine. I don't know if I can do it through my camera or not. Doing it through the phone, I don't think it's going to be a good idea, but I'll try it through, see if I can go through the camera, because the camera's got Wi-Fi and Bluetooth and all that other baloney that they have, so I should be able to, if I can connect it to something. It might not connect because there's no SIM card in it. That could be it. But if we get Wi-Fi in here, I'd like to go down today and see about it. Bad thing is Mama left, so somebody has to stay at home with the kids because they're not letting the kids in the mall or anything. And I got to do grocery shop and then run to the bank. I'd like to go out and get a motorbike today. And have that here for the little running around stuff, because pretty soon there's the little things I got to get, and I'll probably have to run around quite a bit. I need to have a little connector and the drain tap line for this reverse osmosis system that I bought. I have it here. It's but they didn't give me the little outlet, the water outlet, like I asked for. That was another thing they forgot. If I went through here and did a list of all the things that were not what I asked for, you guys would be amazed. It's just the only thing they really got right was the cabinets. And it was the other girl who wrote the stuff down in her book, not the girl that we had, because so much stuff got forgotten. Like that. That's in the wrong spot. I could go hit every single room and show you something that was wrong in this place, because that girl, Miss Crickets, I'm going to call her, because she doesn't reply to me anymore. She just missed so much. Some people say I'm complaining on this. You're damn right I am. I'm complaining a lot about what happened here at this house. So the COVID messed things up, because the plan for us was to be, once they started building it, we were going to get a place here, and I was going to be here every day. I was just going to stay here while they were building it, just to walk around and watch and make sure stuff was getting done. I wouldn't have missed the drain into the septic tank. Wouldn't have missed it, guys. Wouldn't happen. I'd have seen that it wasn't connected up and said, hey, guys, hook that up. I'd have been watching. I worked construction my whole life. I also worked with other trades quite a bit. Whenever one of my buddies would say, hey, can you help me do this or help me do that? I had people come and do where I lived work, and I was their helper. And, basically going on with them as a helper, like a new guy. And that we used to have a thing, stuff like that was $100 a day when you helped somebody else. I worked with carpenters. I actually worked with block layers. I had a bad back, so I would be the mortar mixer instead of the guy that carries the block. I worked with roofers. Just a bunch of stuff. I did a ton of stuff with the construction trades. So I don't think I'd have missed anything. I watch them over here. They built a house over here, and there's where the top of that window is. That's a block coming down there, and then they have rebar that was bent underneath the block, and then they finish that all off. Well, the house over here, apparently, we thought they couldn't get something inside the cabinets because they built the cabinets outside. It wasn't that. It was the wrong size for the window that was picked. So what they do, they just smashed all that out, and then they just finished over that. So that block that's there isn't really held in by rebar anymore, because they had to cut that away. They knocked the whole block out and just cut the rebar off. Now it's really hard to bend rebar unless you heat it or something, and they weren't doing anything that. Good morning, buddy. How are you? That's my baby boy today. Hi, handsome. Oh, he's my wake him up guy. That's my little beautiful buddy. He's usually the first one up every day, huh, mister? Yeah. But yeah, I think those people down the street, their house after a few years, that's going to be a problem. It's going to come up from that. So that's a royal shame. Those people, and they're not even going to know it. They're just going to see this nice house, and who knows what was done here like that. You don't know. You don't know what they fudged. I actually was hanging a picture, and the block is all supposed to be filled with concrete, and I was drilling just a small anchor in there to hang something, and boom, went right into an empty cell. They missed putting concrete in the cell. It's supposed to be grouted block here. So there you have that. So, who knows what they got, what these companies do. You got to be real careful. And I do advise you, even if you get somebody to build it, you be the general on the job and you show up every day. If you build a house here that you're planning on staying in for a long time, you need to be here and watch them, because Filipinos will, they can do the most fantastic work, but they also will do shoddy stuff and try to hide it. I was just amazed at, I remember when I was going to, with this electrician guy when I was golfing, and he was an electrical contractor, and he was working at a building, wanted me to come out and see about working for him. He never did talk any money or anything like that, which I would have took a lower amount being here, but I noticed he had a whole bunch of supervisors and not that many work, and he had this job, and I was looking at the quality of the work, and it was absolutely horrible. I never saw, something, in the code book in the United States, it says all work must be done in a neat and workmanlike manner. There was none of that at this job. It was absolutely horrible work. They were using substandard wire, not what was on the print. He was switching it up for the cheaper stuff, and the people who were getting the work done don't know. I should have probably went to work for them so I could have pointed out all the crap this guy was pulling. He was a shyster, and I don't care what he would have offered me. I wouldn't have worked for him because homie don't play that shit. That's just how it is. I don't go for that. If I see somebody trying to put something substandard, I'm gonna voice it out. Because if I'm working on a job, that my name's on that too. And it's the foreman who gets sued if something goes majorly wrong. You get sued right along with the owner. So, I don't go for that. So if I see something that's wrong, I'm speaking up. I had a fellow come in and wanting to do transformers that were wrong on a job one time to save money. He said, well, these are cheaper. I got a real good deal on these. I had them already. And I said, you can't do that. It's they're supposed to be rated around 80%. These things are at about 110. They're not going to last. You're going to have heat problems and all that. He said, oh, they got fans, and he was trying. And I said, I'm not installing them. I told him, I'm just not sorry. I'm not installing these. They're not the fit. And of course, he said, I don't need you anymore, and got rid of me. And then another foreman came and was like me. No, you can't install, because the foreman's name's on it, guys. Here, none of it. So there's one of our workers. Just set it there. That's good. All right, you betcha. All right, that's one of our nice construction guys. He's bringing back the coffee kettle. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and let you go. We got it's Tuesday here, so we'll be hearing from Tim here pretty soon. Hope everything works out with the GCQ and all that. With the travel, I don't know how things are going to work up there, but I see you don't need travel papers anymore to travel. I saw that on a news article here on the web. So that's kind of cool, and we've been moving around pretty freely right now without too much trouble. They do weird stuff in this town though, like I was telling you on the one where you had to have a shield on. I had to have the shield. I actually had it on when I first went in the store, but when I came back, when I was in the store, I noticed some of the customers had it back up on their head, and none of the employees, none of them, even the security guard, didn't have one on. They did have masks, but most of them had their masks down. It's very lax here when it comes to that, because there's not really anybody catching it. These people are getting, a lot of them too that are getting the positives. They're going back and getting retested as negative. The tests are faulty. These people know that. Watch that video from the governor of Cebu. Punch her in and watch what she had to say. She was a pretty sharp girl. But the dude in there, he's like making me get mine, and I'm like, look, pal, you don't even have it. I got it. I went and got it. But after I had it on, I'm like, what's the thing here? And then yesterday, another thing with the driving, just a real quick one here. I pulled into a spot by the bank because I had to run and get some money from the bank. And parked in the spot I always park. I see cars parked there a lot, and the traffic cop's blowing his whistle. He wouldn't let me park there. So I pulled out, and luckily, right as I was pulling out, a bank spot opened. Otherwise, there's no parking there, not car friendly. And I was able to pull in there, and he's standing there on the thing, and okay, fine, I moved. He wanted me to move. Well, another car pulled in. Another car pulled in. This Filipino lady got out and came right in the same bank that I was at. And he didn't say a damn thing. He was standing right there. Now, was that his wife? What was it? Did he just abuse his authority? I think so. I think something was up with that. He probably knew she was coming and he wanted her to have a spot. So he abused his authority. or something, or it's his girlfriend or something, mistress, who knows. But that was really stinking rotten. And I was watching it all from the bank. Well, I was looking, because it's right there in front of the bank. And I was like, look how they do. Look how they do you here. It's just, to me, I look at this kind of stuff and I say, that's just wrong. And when I came out, I pointed at the car like that, and he just shrugged his shoulders. He was like, like that. So, but this is, you'll find out this is what you're going to get, guys. So I'm going to let you go. I'm going to finish my coffee, and I'm going to give my beautiful little handsome buddy some hugs. And what do you say, mister?
Good job.